Back here post-game alongside Coach Leigh, Barea, and Coach, not the result you were looking for, but this was a really good Winona team, probably one of the more impressive teams you may face all season long, coming from a good conference. What are your feelings coming out of tonight's nightcap?
I mean, we would have loved to play a little bit more consistent, I would say, but man, you can't be. We're back and forth in those sets, and even coming back from down, that was big. It's hard, like right away, you're like, oh, all the things you could have done or whatnot. But I'm really proud of their battle, and even like we had a kind of a mindset switch that we tried, and I thought they responded really well to it. Just a bummer, of course, we couldn't execute when we needed to, but that's kind of volleyball sometimes.
Can you take me behind the move on the outside? First it was Kilborn, then it was Ludens, and then to Trunkenbroden. How did you feel about Elle's performance?
Yeah, Elle, she just came in. The big thing we looked there is we needed to get a solid passer there. We were really just kind of get a steady passer, and she came in and absolutely just stuck every pass that we came on to her. And it's not she just is willing to always fill a role when she needs to, and she didn't try to be anything she wasn't. She ball controlled, and then she made smart shots, executed the game plan when we needed her to do so. So it was good. It was good to see her do that, and it definitely helpful, a little bit of spark.
Ironically, we talked about serving for the first two games and how good it was, and now a ton of service errors. Now, what do you think was the reason behind that? Do you think a lot of jitters? It was a lot of crowd here.
I think jitters for sure, especially right out the gate. I honestly, I did think about. I was like, oh, he talked about serving, and then all of a sudden we miss all those serves.
Broadcasters jinx.
No, it's a kidding. But and we've been talking about, hey, serving's a strength, and getting them out of system's important. And then sometimes you just get a little tense, and I think that's what we did. And then it's almost one of those things, like once somebody does it, and then you start thinking a little too much. So, struggled a little bit behind the service line, got better as the match went on. And as you see, in set 3, I thought we served pretty well, and that put us in a good spot.
Were you able to check out Minnesota State, Moorhead? You're playing them tomorrow.
Yep.
If you were able to check them out, I know this was a super hectic day here in day 2 of the Hampton. But if you were, what is one thing you're looking for your team to improve going into tomorrow's matchup, the final one?
Definitely serving, going right out of the gate. But getting back to what we were, that mentality, for sure. Moorhead has some big hitters that we're going to have to get in front of and make sure that our blockers are really disciplined and get good touches. But really just getting back to what we do in the good way and executing and getting more comfortable knowing that. But yeah, we gotta do what we gotta do and just find that consistency. It's week 2, and so we're still learning a lot about ourselves, and so we can't really complain. But looking forward to another match tomorrow.
Coach, as always,
thanks.
Always a pleasure. That does it for us here in day 2 of the Hampton